Hello everyone, my name is Kumar and welcome back to our channel KUMAR Programming. This is the 26th part of the series where we are building a e-commerce project as online shoe store in Next.js 15 and React 19. In this session, we are going to implement our JWT callback and also we are going to persist our cart session with NextAuth.js. Now let me quickly show you that what we are trying to build in this session. So this is our application and here we have one issue, or we can say that we have not implemented that functionality so far. So let me show you. Let's add this product in the cart, add to the cart. Now go back to the application and add one more product to the cart. Right now go to the cart and now proceed to checkout. So it will ask for the login, right? And here we have two items added in the cart. Now proceed to checkout. It will ask for sign in. So now here we have our sign in page. Now let's log in. admin@admin.com, password 123456, right? Now sign in. See here. Now we are not able to see the shopping cart, right? We have added two items in the cart, but still that cart is not available for this authenticated user. And if I sign out, we will be able to see that cart detail, right? So cart is there, items are there, but which is not getting assigned to the authenticated user. So we are going to fix this issue in this session by using our JWT token, and we are going to persist our cart session with the NextAuth.js. All right, so now let's start. Now here in our code, we are going to implement our JWT callback. So if you come here at the Auth.ts file, here, if you remember that we have implemented our callbacks here, right? So similarly, here we have our JWT callback. So here we have given the placeholder for JWT, but we haven't implemented. Now let's implement it. So here we are going to have this JWT callback and we are going to pass all these parameters here in the same order, and here I'll give the type as any. Okay, and I'll just disable the linting for this any type. Okay, now here this JWT callback is simply returning the token after authenticating the user, right? So whenever user is getting authenticated, simply we are going to update the value inside this token and get it returned, right? So now here we are going to check if user, it means user is authenticated. Now inside this, first of all, we are going to check user ID. So token.id equal to user.id. So whatever the value of user ID is going to be assigned to the token, right? Now we have to assign token role equal to user.role, since we have role inside our user, right? Now we need to assign the name as well. So here token dot name equal to, so here we have our user dot name, right? But we have given in the database default value as no underscore name. So first of all, here we have to check if user dot name is not equal to no underscore name, right? Then we are going to return user dot name, else we are going to take the name from email, right? So what we will do here, user dot email dot split, and we are going to split this email with @, right? And whatever the value from the left side of the @, we are going to take this as a username, right? So here we will give first array, that will be the username. All right, so far we have added token ID, token role, token name, right? Now we need to handle our cart assignment on sign in and sign up, right, for the user. So what here we are going to do, handle cart assignment on sign in or sign up, right? So what we will do here, first of all, we will check our trigger. So this is the trigger which is having some of the constant value like sign in, sign up, sign out, update, right? So here we are going to check our this trigger equal to sign in. And we remember that this is the constant value sign in, sign up. So you should not change it. Or we have trigger equal to sign up. So once user is signed in and sign up, then here we are going to check our cookies, right? So here const cookie object, and how we can get our cookie object by using our next header, right? So cookies available inside our next header. So await cookies, right? And this cookies is coming from our next header. So let's import it, and this can be imported from next header. Now here we have our cookie object, and from this cookie object we can get our sessionCartId, right? Because sessionCartId is available inside our cookie object. So here const sessionCartId equal to cookie object dot get, right? So we have this cookie object dot get, and we know that we have given our cookie ID as a sessionCartId, and here we have dot value, right? Why we are giving this question mark? This is a optional chaining operator, and whenever we have this value undefined, it's going to return undefined, right? Rather than creating any issues. So that's why we are using this question mark as optional chaining operator, right? Now further, now once we have got the session cart ID, then we will check. Then if we have this session cart ID, then we are going to find our session cart from our cart database, right? So here const session cart equal to await prisma dot cart dot find first, right? Because we are going to get the cart object from our database, and inside this cart object we are going to pass our parameter as where class, and inside this where class we are going to pass our this session cart ID, because we have a field session cart ID inside our cart table, right? And we are going to get only session cart ID. So what we have to do, we have to select only ID as true, right? So it's going to return only ID inside this session cart. Got it? And once we receive the session cart, then we are going to update our cart table. So here, if we have this session cart, then we are going to update our cart table. So here, await prisma dot cart dot update, and what we are going to update here, we are going to pass the parameter as where clause, and inside this where class we are going to pass id, and id would be this session cart dot id, right? And we have to update our user id as well, since our cart needs to be assigned to the logged in user, right? So here we are going to give data, and we are going to update user id with user.id. This user id is logged in user, right? So we are going to update that. All right, so that's all for our updating our session cart. And here, before returning our token, we must have to update our session in case user is trying to update their profile. So here we are going to handle session update, and what we are going to do here, we are going to check if session dot user dot name, and we have trigger equal to update, right? So in that case, we are going to update our token name. So here token dot name equal to session dot user dot name, right? That's it. Now we would be having our token as well as our card will be assigned to the logged in user, right? Now here we will simply console our token, and we can see what all the values are there inside our token. So here console.log, and we are going to log our token. Okay. All right, so now let's see once again what we have done here inside our JWT callback. Here we are checking if user is authenticated, then we are updating our token ID, role and name from authenticated user, right? And here we are checking if trigger is sign in or sign up, because both of the cases we have to assign our session card ID to the logged in user. First, we are trying to fetch our session card ID from the cookies, and once we got it, then here we are trying to get our existing session card from the database, and here we are updating that session card with the user ID. We are assigning this user ID to the session card, right? And here simply we are updating our token name in case of user is trying to update their profile, right? And after that we are returning our token. Now let's see if it's working fine or not. But before that, we are going to delete everything from our card table. So now let's first of all open our Prisma. So here let's open another terminal as npx Prisma Studio, right? Now it's going to execute our Prisma Studio tool. So now our Prisma is running over here. Now let's see, we have 29 cards. So I'm going to delete all these cards. And friends, if you have created this card from your side, then might be you would be seeing there is no items in the card, because now I'm going to delete all these cards. So now let me delete it. So now all the cards have been deleted, and we will see here, and here we are going to check, do we have any cookies? So here inside our application, here we are going to remove all these cookies. Simply clear it. Okay. Now let's refresh this. And as soon as we refresh, here you can see the session card ID got generated, right? And now we are going to add this item to the cart. So just select this item and add this item to the cart. Now this item added to the cart, and we can verify the same inside our database. So here inside our database, let's refresh this. We should be having one cart ID, right? See, this cart ID is there, but user ID is not assigned to it, right? So now let's see here, go back and now proceed to checkout. Since I'm not logged in, so I cannot proceed before login. So it will ask for the login first. Now here if you see, I redirected to the login page, and from here I'm going to log in. Here I enter my email ID and password and sign in. And now here you can see after sign in, we redirected to the cart page. Now after sign in, you can see here we have auth.json-token as a cookies after sign in. And now you can verify inside our database. Just refresh this. See now, this cart ID is assigned to this signed in user, right? Now go back here and proceed to checkout. Now we will redirect it to the shipping address page. All right. Now if I sign out from here and again I sign in, and password 123456 and sign in, right? And here if we go to our cart page, we would be able to see our cart detail, right? And also if you want to see our JWT token, so here we have logged it, right? So see here we are getting everything inside our JWT token. Here we have our name, email, this is subject, right? This subject is a user ID, and here we have ID, and this both subject and ID both are same, and the role is user. And here we have its issued time and expiry time, right? So friends, in this session, we have implemented our JWT token by using our JWT callback in NextAuth, and also we have make our sessionCartId persist to the specific logged in user. All right. So that's all for this session. And from the next session, we are going to start working on payment method page. And at the end of this video, friend, if you found this tutorial helpful, do me a favor, like this video to support me and my channel, and subscribe my channel if you haven't already done for more technical videos like this. And share this with your fellow developer who might find it useful. And if you really love my work, then consider buying me a coffee to support for more free tutorials. Link is given below in the description. Alright, that's all for the day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care and keep learning.